Hey, welcome back everybody. Today is a very exciting day. Today we are going to talk about Rust custom servers for Rust Console Edition. My goodness. And we've got some new information. And remember when I said I had that old-fashioned feeling? Well, I think it's getting closer. So let's go ahead and talk about it. We are talking about Rust Console Edition for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, next generations, and everything in between. And I'm Jade Monkey. Okay, so remember a while back I was like, hey, these notification icons are a nice sign, not only for the banning of like Zen users and stuff, but also for like custom servers. Well, it's been brought to my attention, and I've seen it now. There's been another little tidbit here that's kind of poking to the surface, letting us know that, hey, just maybe, these custom servers are on the cusp here. Now, we're still not sure officially when it's going to come through, but we do know that over on Public Testing Branch, we do have Farming 2.0, Cultivator, if you didn't know, separate download, all that good stuff. Custom servers has been reliant on electricity and farming coming out for it to run well, and then custom servers will most likely be after that. We already know it's going to be this year. They've officially said that. They have not changed that. But anyway, so since Farming 2.0 is out, and we just had like a kind of a mini patch that happened over there, well, guess what we saw over there? If you scroll down in the menu, and if you paid attention, it says Official Games, Xbox Only, and Community. That's right, Community servers are now showing up on the tab on PTB. Now, they're not officially in yet, but I mean, this is a great sign. So are they testing it internally? Most likely. But they want to test it on the live environment, so obviously we can't see it yet. But right there it says games ran on servers owned by other players using settings of their choice. That's exactly what we want. And just so you know, if you click it, it actually just shows the list of servers that are on official or Xbox only. But yeah, this is huge. This is so huge. So like, I mean, this is gonna bring in so much like new stuff, right? Like this is just out of this world crazy. So like as far as like timing for this, I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess it could come as early as April, but I don't think so. But I mean, I guess it could. So like, here's kind of my estimate: like April, May, June. I'm thinking like May or June because the May is the anniversary of. But I mean, as we said before, this will come out when it's ready. It doesn't have to go to PTB necessarily or be run a certain way. Like when they're ready, it's going to come out. And because it's a revenue source for Double 11, there's no reason why they would sit on it. So I think as soon as it's ready, it's going to be pushed out. So that's a huge deal. I mean, just take a look at like some of the different like server settings that we have over here. We've got like the bi-weekly, which is by far the best version of, I think, the wipe cycles. Then we have aim assist. Then we have stuff like solos, official monthlies. Where's the other one that's really crazy down here? It's aim assist trios. We have like duo servers, PvE servers. And we've already seen actually the PvE servers for a couple different events. We had one for the cargo ship event, and it was very interesting because it actually not only was a PvE server, but they actively changed it over to PvP during the event, which means these are things that we should have access to. Maybe not initially, or if we don't initially, we'll have them later. But check this out. So like, but then the cargo ship was PvP, so it's a moving monument. So we most likely will have monument-based PvP settings, which is pretty sweet. Not only the moving ones, but also the stationary ones. But yeah, it was great. And then on the fly, they just turned on PvP for the entire map. So I thought that was great. And we started with a loadout. We've already seen loadouts and whatnot, but in the most recent Farm PvE event, for the Cultivator event, we did see the PvE across the board for the entire server. So we do know it's possible. That's very exciting because I know a lot of people are talking about having a PvE server. So, I mean, dude, there's so much like advancement, right? I mean, just look at this menu right here. Like, we have the admin menu already fleshed out here. We've got the tools. We got different types of modes. It also showing, is it over on this one? We've got teleportation, no clip mode. We do know permissions as far as like you can set like VIPs and stuff. We have seen that. I've seen that firsthand. They've actually pushed me forward. So there is talks about us getting our, I'm just assuming that we'll have VIPs, right? So if that's the case, we'll take everybody who's a channel member and we'll push them to the VIP list, which basically means you will always be on the list to jump the queue, which is pretty great. Oh, there we go. It's VIPs right there. We can have mods for the servers. I mean, a lot of this is already really, really fleshed out, which is fantastic. And we've seen this prior, but then we saw stuff like this recently. I want to say this was like February. I was like, ooh, that notification thing is a big deal, especially if you own a server. And then the fact that we can see this now, it's just like stacking on top. And I was like, the fact that they put it here tells me that they're testing it in the live environment, but it's hidden for everybody else. So I'm like, this is a great sign. So this could still take a month or two, or this could literally drop like in April. Who knows? But as I said before, we're watching this very closely, and this is definitely movement in the right direction. As far as like payment plans and stuff, payment plans, or like what it would be, price tiers for this, payment plans. What am I talking about? I don't know if they're still going to split this up. This was almost 2 years ago when they put this out. This is the initial thing that came out when the game hit. I would assume they would kind of break it up like this. I don't think these statistics will be the same, or they could definitely change. But it would be an interesting way to kind of, cut it up a little bit. So I would expect a couple different tiers as far as like what's in it yet. We'll have to kind of wait and see. But they also did say that as this starts to be developed, if there's more and more features that we would like to see, they'll start to add those. So if this comes in, it doesn't have a lot of options for us, or it's missing a few, I think if we start to request them, I think they'll start to add those for sure. I mean, as I said, this is a revenue stream for them. There's no reason why they would hold this back. And I think, I mean, look at all this progress, man. I mean, look at all this progress. We are extremely close. So, yeah, I had to share it with you guys. I was so, like, excited about that. I was like, dude, I got that feeling, man. I think it's going to be May, right? So hang on tight. It's going to be nuts. By the way, we will be doing our own custom servers. At least 2 of them. We'll have a bi-weekly server. Then we'll have an event server. We'll be streaming from both of those. The event server will be doing like arenas and stuff like that. So if you want to come by and clap our cheeks, that's a good place to do it. And hopefully we get to see you guys there. And in the next video, if you are playing on the farming update and you want a good way to get started, we have the Rust farm set up. This is going to help you hit the ground running. I would strongly suggest getting over onto the cultivator update on PTB and testing it out. It's going to help you tremendously. So this should already be up on the end screen. And again, we'll see you guys in the next one. Drop a like and a subscribe.